Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are doing a film study here. Rookie out of South Carolina, Emmanwori, who is getting, well, first off, he was a little injured to start the season. But now we're seeing playing time. No Devin Witherspoon, no Julian Love, no Reek Woolen. The Seahawks defensive back room, the secondary has been absolutely decimated this season. And Emmanwori finally got back to health, full strength. He was on limited snaps last week, and he just had one heck of a football game. He had 9 total tackles, a bunch of targets, not too many catches given up. And I'm just doing a film study here because his tape really jumps out. And the Seahawks GM, Schneider, he does such a good job at finding talent in the draft. Now, Kobe Bryant right here really just makes this play. This is going to be a screen pass to Travis Hunter, who is running in motion. Somebody else was running it. Was that Diami Brown, number 5? Diami Brown runs in motion. We got Travis Hunter down here. The tight end, I think Brenton Strange was injured in this game. So who would the tight end be? Hunter Long is going to come out here to set this pick. But you see Trevor Lawrence loading the cannon already. Emmanwori is already reacting. And you could see Kobe Bryant coming from the safety level, already creeping in. Might have even been blitzing on this play, but both of these guys sneak it out immediately. And really good job by Manwarry down here attacking, messing that up, and it just brings Uchenna Nwosu. I think this is number 7. He's probably going to be able to get in here. Actually, that looks like DeMarcus Lawrence, number 0. And Kobe Bryant comes in here, gets the tackle with Emmanwori for a loss of 3 yards. But folks, I'm going to show you a bunch of clips from this football game because Emmanwori just had a phenomenal one. Now, it is limited snaps, but he's been so good in run defense, and we're going to show you these 2 safeties pre-snap are going to come down. Emmanwori's going to go back, drop into coverage, and he's going to sniff this out that it is, once it's a run, it's not a play action. So we see Emmanwori dipping back. It's a run, so now we're reacting. We're getting downhill. DeMarcus Lawrence does such a great job on the edge here. But look at Emmanwori come down here, and who is this? Travis Etienne does hesitate a little bit here. Kind of doesn't know if the gap's inside. He decides to go outside, and we've got Ernest Jones right here. And Emmanwori is just going to come down. And this is a gain of only 1 total yard. So the Jaguars defense did a phenomenal job in run defense. I know, technically Lawrence had a couple of touchdowns, and he had some nice plays, especially with the decimated secondary. But for the most part, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. They got to Trevor Lawrence, 7 times in this football game. And Emmanwori holds Etienne to just 1 yard here. And he originally, like we said, drops back into coverage, then gets downhill, and just attacks. 1 yard pickup for Etienne. So we've got another run stop here. A lot of nickel in this football game. Once again, 3rd time, decimated injuries. By the way, guys, hit that like button. It goes a very long way with the algorithm. Post a ton of Seahawks content on this channel. Hunter Long, the tight end, is going to come up here on this run play. We got somebody who was Parker Washington running in motion, number 11. Hunter Long is going to come here and hit this edge rusher who is Connor O'Toole. And O'Toole does a really good job of getting downhill right away. He's unblocked, so something's up. We got Emmanwori right here. So he's going to go up. It gets this hit. Hunter Long hits him, but this edge is already set. And the thought process is, if it's man coverage, Emmanwori is going to trail Parker Washington over here. But it's not man coverage. And so he's right here in this gap. And now Etienne, he's got no space to make anything happen. So it's only a gain of 2 yards. We got Manwarry here looking like a run. There's only 1 gap. And I like this wide length that O'Toole takes so Etienne can't just bump out on the side. I mean, honestly, even if he wanted to, we got a Emmanwori right here. But fills this gap perfectly. Comes in here, gets first contact, and a gain of only 2 once again. All right, we got some coverage now here. Once again, lined up in the nickel. He's going to be dropping back into coverage. Maybe he goes a little bit too close to the sideline. But what's going to happen here is an Etienne check down, and we're going to see an open field tackle. So Trevor Lawrence doesn't like what he's seeing on the left side of the ball, or left side of the field, rather. He's scanning, going through his progressions. There's nothing here. You know what I mean? He takes maybe like an outside approach, but this is the side of the field he is covering. And we got a nice check down from Etienne. And you are a running back. You are paid to make this man miss right here. You see this missed tackle all the time in college football, NFL, rookies, 5-year vets, 15-year vets, all pros. You see missed tackles in the open field all the damn time. Emmanwori goes down, attacks, wraps up ETN, and once again, we have a gain of only 2 yards for this Jacksonville Jaguars offense. All right, early on in the third quarter, we got Emmanwori. Now, this is going to be a gain. Nice little gain, actually, for Jacksonville. One of their more longer of the days. Ends up going for 7 yards. Here we go. ETN handoff. And it's a gain of 7. Right? But I'm going to, and you can kind of see it from that angle, but we'll show you this all 22, or the end zone angle, the all 22. We got Emmanwori right here, right by the box. And Travis Hunter's job is to put this block here on the second level. And we got ETN. All these offensive linemen are blocking to their right. We've got a wide open gap right here. Travis Hunter's going to come in for the block. ETN's going to cut inward. But obviously, even right here, Emmanwori's just in a good spot. Keeps his feet moving. Hunter's not able to get inside shoulder. And actually, even kind of pushes him off right here. But gets that foot. And so, right here, I know this is a gain of 7, but if Travis Hunter blocks his guy, I know this is the all 22, end zone angle, so we can't really see the secondary, and this ends up being a gain of 7. I mean, there is so much open space right here. This whole offensive line's doing a really good job selling this run to the right. We've got just a wide open gap, so instead of 7 yards, you're looking at 15, maybe 20. We've got some safeties coming in, but this is probably a 15-yard gain, and I just like that Emmanwori comes in, gets aggressive, gets his arm in there, and wraps him up for only 7. All right, folks, we'll end it here on this clip. If you enjoyed this film study, let me know if you guys want any other Seahawk member, offense, defense down below. We did a rapid reaction video yesterday, but we'll definitely post at least one more Seahawks video before your Monday night matchup against the Houston Texans. That's at freaking 10 p.m. I live in Florida. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this live in the West, but 10 p.m. NFL football on a Monday night is not what I am looking for. The context here is it's 3rd and 4. One of the first plays of the fourth quarter. 20-6, this current point. We got Brian Thomas Jr. here in the slot. Emmanwori covering him. He's just going to run a quick little out. And once again, 3rd and 4. All right, we're right here. Ball's thrown. All you got to do is tackle him. That's exactly what happens. This ends up going for only 2 yards. And I like it. We're not giving them too much space. It's 3rd and 4, so we're not necessarily pressing, but we're not all the way back 10 yards behind, giving them an easy first down. And then you got to make this tackle. Once again, you see this missed tackle all the damn time in the NFL, especially even 1 week ago against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seattle was having trouble tackling. Mike McDonald knew something was up and says, we just got to tackle better. And that's exactly, you saw a defensive masterclass. Great defensive performance. And Nick Emmanwori, the rookie out of South Carolina, was one of the best players on this defense yesterday. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button as always. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe give me a grade rating on Nick Emmanwori so far. Let me know any of your comments. Really loaded secondary room when they're healthy. So I'm curious to see how Emmanwori gets fit into the system, because he's a guy who can really just do a bunch of different things.